Know me, gotta work. So we're live. Talk about Kill Baby Kill. I thought was pretty cool. The idea, the story, the actors, the characters. Whole idea. Behind the movie. Basically, when I say the look, the cinematography, the chemistry, between the cast was great. There were love-making scenes, which I didn't care much for. It didn't pique my interest. I was more into the idea, into the title, the action of the title, rather the other stuff. We had this bald man. We had Melissa. It had something to do with a dead body and a casket and a burial and such like that. Basically, that's what the whole symbolism was and all that. This and that, basically. It still was pretty good, though. Very believable. How it came off. If y'all haven't seen Kill Baby Kill from 1966, I recommend you watch it. I thought it was very competently directed, very nostalgic, very well played out. Just an old time, feel good, nostalgic 60s horror film. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly don't remember many of the deaths in the movie. I remember most of the story and the story that was taking place. That's a lot of what I remember. Like people telling people about the deaths and this and that occurred. Out of this and that. But I like the look of the ball man because he looked intimidating. Melissa played a great role. A few other people did good in their roles. Other like side characters did good in the movie. Can't lie to you. It was very impressive. It really was. It was an impressive. Like I said, very competently directed, very well put together, nostalgic, feeling type of movie, very well acted by every actor and actress within the film. I thought the whole idea of Kill Baby Kill and that, like, hold up, I gotta go read the plot again so I remember. Ken? It's about a physician can who like encountered some supernatural forces. That's basically what it was about, supernatural forces, which I thought was pretty interesting. And you get a lot of that displayed throughout this movie through the conversations, the acting, the facial expression, the whole mannerisms. Like that bald dude displayed that to an immense level. It was incredible. He did a great job of letting people know about the physician because that's who it surrounds. It's in the title, you know, in the supernatural forces around as well. So, to say the least, that's pretty interesting. Just that fact, you know, which I like, I enjoy. Amazing chemistry between the couple who made love in the film. They did good at acting as if like they were actually doing it. Cause I know a lot of this shit isn't real. Like it, they make it look so real when they do that stuff. I don't know how, but it comes off very legitimate, very real, very. But that's just the filler back in the day. I'd have to take nowadays if you do stuff like that in a movie in this current landscape, this current generation. It would probably you'd probably get the same feeling, but not that level of realism that the '60s delivered to you. You feel me? That I could say for sure. I could say that for sure. I know for a fact that it wouldn't be. You know, I don't want to give a few examples, but I'm already knowing it wouldn't be the same. But still, your idea behind the movie, everything I done like pinpointed gives you a reason why you should watch Kill Baby Kill. Practically, you know, cinematography, the chemistry between the characters, um, the bald, evil-looking inspector. That's who it is. He's the inspector. That inspector-looking dude, the bald-headed, evil inspector-looking dude, trying to warn people about the physician. Wait, Physician, trying to warn people about the Physician. I don't know why I said Physician. So yeah, I thought the Spectator did great on trying to warn everybody. Oh, there's supernatural beings around. There's supernatural forces around. Ada. He did good passing that message along. You know, and Melissa, she plays that scared girl, that final girl, whatever type of role, pretty good. I remember there being a scream too, because we had a little girl pop out of nowhere. There's scenes. I don't know if it's a ghost of a little girl or what, but that shit was shot well. She pops up at the right time, right moment. There's multiple females in here. There's a middle-aged one. There's this very young girl. Oh, and this was hard to watch. It really was. Well, she wasn't young. She looked to be about seven. Well, it's still young. Yeah, she looked to be about. I could be wrong. She looked to be about 17, 18-ish. There was no way this girl was 20 or up. She looked between those ages. Very young. There's a scene where she's beaten by the middle-aged woman, right? Which was a display of discipline. You're going to be disciplined. I guess she did something wrong. I don't know. Like, that's my guess. That's what I'm making up in my head. She did something wrong, so she got disciplined for it. You feel me? Of course, if you do wrong shit. But if you're getting whooped at and you look that young, she was a tiny thing. She was a petite female. But that doesn't matter. You could still be older. Then again, she could have been an adult, older than 18, older than 17. I don't know, but still, the point is, she got beat across the back, and it left some physical scars. Like I said, I take she was getting into some stuff she shouldn't have been, and that's what led to her getting beat on, basically, because of what she did. So, yeah, that's my whole philosophy on that scene. That scene was sad, but from a male's perspective, looking in, a lot of that I can imagine. A lot of that was even through your childhood. Like, it's relatable. Step in their shoes, like a lot of people was getting beat for consequences that they had to own up to. You feel me? So if you look into the movie and then you think about reality and how reality works half the time, a lot of that shit happens in reality. You feel me? So it was very reality based, and I'm gonna stick to what I said. I'm assuming she got beat and whacked across the back because with a paddle or whatever that was is because she was doing bad stuff. So that's that. I've come up with that conclusion. You know. See, when you have conclusions, it's always so easy to critique a movie, or at least when you try to understand it, it's always so easy. You feel me? So, with that being said, everything I done told you about this movie, I'm giving you more and more reasons to check it out. So, if you haven't seen Kill Baby, check this movie out because it's a very good movie from 1966. Like, I know I say that about a lot of horror films, but I mean it. And the blonde, middle-aged female, she did good. Like, a lot of blonde, no offense, from back in the day, some, not all, a lot of blonde females who acted, especially in the one movie that I watched. I'm just being critical to be critical. I'm being honest. When I say what I'm about to say, I'm not trying to be other. I'm just being honest. Some, like, in A Little Shop of Horrors, her acting was horrible. Horrible. The blonde chick. Horrible. The voice threw me off. Her voice was not that good. Some blonde chicks, they look good. Yeah, they're attractive. But for some reason, they can't act. Some could. I'm not saying all blonde girls can't act, but some of them are horrifying when it comes to acting. And that's just being as honest as possible. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, like I said. I'm just being honest. Some blonde actresses cannot act themselves out of a paper bag. You feel me? So that's my opinion. I stick up to that. You feel me? What else happened? Uh, I believe there was another man besides the inspector, the bald dude. I don't know the actor's name, but yeah, the dude was the they had a discussion about whoopty whoop 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 whoop, this and that, you know, that type of shit within the film about supernatural forces, you know, stuff like that. Which I thought was pretty cool. Nah, but for real, like, what were they talking about? It had something to do with the supernatural forces, though. I know that for sure. In the Fisican and all that. But that wasn't the only scene that black-haired girl popped up in. There was a scene where her, like, she gets really, cause she was threatened, right? She was threatened, so of course, when you're like threatened, you, for some people, not all people, some people gonna stand their ground, but if you threaten, of course you're gonna freeze up because it was unexpected. Like, she was warned, like she gonna get killed. Like, and her eyes just went wide as hell. That little girl, she was not having, well, young girl. She was not having a good. She was not having a good time in this movie. She was getting beat on. She was getting uh, threatened about getting murdered. She was just not having a good, like, she wasn't having a good time in this movie whatsoever at all. It wasn't good. I felt bad. I honestly did. Like, I can't say I've been in her shoes before, but damn. They put her through hell in this movie. But she sold the, like, frightness, the scariness very well with her facial expressions. Like I was saying, going back earlier with the old facial expression shit. A lot of the actors and the actresses did good at that, you feel me? Even that blonde chick, I'll give it to her. She did good too. Some of them have very minimum dialogue though. It's not like they pop up in scenes, yeah, but it's very minimum for some of them, you know. The bald dude pops up here and there, you know. Like I said, there's a discussion about a dead body being dug up in, you know, or whatever, in a graveyard or grave site or whatever. That sort of symbolism, analysis, and subnotice of literature and filming, you know. Which is, how could I describe that? Hold up. I want to say the right thing. I don't want to say some random shit. Digging up a grave, basically, or putting a body to rest. Basically, that's what I can say that is. You feel me? But yeah, y'all, watch it, critique it. Let me know what you think of Kill Baby Kill. Quite honestly. Yee. But like, everything I told you guys should give you a reason to want to go and watch it. Like, I'm not going to steer you in the wrong direction. If a movie's bad, I'll be honest with you. Those movies that are bad, Halloween 5, Desperation, the remake to the last movie I watched, that was horrible. Based off the reviewer, I'm not going to ever watch it. Cause and plus I'm kind of in the middle of doing a 60s marathon, so I'm not trying to switch my years just to go and watch a remake of a movie that I've already seen that's way better. So that makes no sense in the world to even go and do. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off this live. I love you guys. Peace.